guys, where are you? Hi, it's Deb with Deb's Cool Finds. Wearing one of my t-shirts from Temu. I tried being normal once, worst 2 minutes of my life. Anyway, I'm starting on the birthday cakes that I have to make for tomorrow. Yes, I procrastinated way too long, but we're going to get going. So I just wanted to kind of bring you along a little with it. So I've got this KitchenAid at a time when I had a really great job. I splurged on this for myself. I've always wanted one. I got it on a Black Friday deal thing, and yeah, I love it. I love it. I couldn't get the color that I really, really wanted, which would have been the blue, because that one wasn't on sale. So I saved money. Who cares? I've got my mixer blade on there. My bowl's ready to go. I'm going to make these round ones. I believe they are 8 inches. Does it say on there? They are Wilton pans, but I got them at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago when I started, a few years ago when I started making the cakes for the kids. I'm going to make, I believe I'm going to make 3 layers. So 1, 2, 3 layers. So it'll be big enough to look like the dog. Blimpy, I think his name is. Bluey? No, Bluey. Bluey? I think it's Bluey. Yeah. Anyway. So, to make things go quick, I'm using a mix. I'm just using the Betty Crocker Super Moist Chocolate for Amelia's cake. And then, I think, actually I'm not sure which is which. Oh, crud. I gotta look at my text and text my daughter, make sure I know. And then the strawberry one is for the other cake. That was the request for that one. So they should make, yeah, they make 2 8-inch rounds. So between the 2 boxes, I'll have enough for 3 of each of these cakes. I don't want to go too crazy, so they have a lot of leftovers. I have my eggs out. I went to Aldi's on a last minute run this morning. Because I thought I had enough eggs and I didn't, so I bought 2 dozen because I'll use 3 eggs in each of those boxes, and then, you know, Bella needs her scrambled eggs in the morning. So, yes, she's spoiled rotten. I have flour, which is in this bag, which is weird, but yeah. Because I always take the vegetable oil and I rub it on my pans, and then I sprinkle in some flour. And then I think I'm also going to cut out the rounds out of the wax paper and put that in there. So just to ensure it doesn't stick in here. So I'm going to have to do shift baking because I only have 2 of these pans and I need to make 6 rounds, 3 of each flavor. Right? Yes. Okay. Sorry. I'm thinking at the same time I'm talking. So I'm going to get going on this, and y'all know how this goes, so I won't bore you with watching this. But this is really nice. If you've ever had one or get a chance, they are adorable. But I used a no-name one forever. I got at a garage sale for a few bucks. It's a really heavy old silver one, but it worked, you know. But this one, I just always wanted it, and one year I was making really good money and thought that would continue, and so I splurged. Yeah, so you just put it down. You can put different speeds on the side over here. Over here is the lock to keep it down. It came with different blades. Really nice. I love my KitchenAid. My mom's always wanted one too, but now she doesn't really cook, so I didn't get her one at that point because she would not have used it, and it would have gone in my brother's house and they might not have liked it. They're very particular. So anyway, that's that. So, oh, Bella's here. She's waiting for her breakfast too. So we will get started on this, but I wanted to show you all this because I want to get them out of the box. Today's Friday, which is garbage day and recycle day. I have a whole ton of recycle stuff. So I want to recycle the boxes too. So I wanted to show you it so I can take them all out of the boxes and run the recycle out there before the truck comes. And I'll bring you along on my cake journey and hope it is successful and actually looks like Bluey and his little orange friend. Okay, let's get going. Okay, we're ready to go. We got our pans. Let me show you. I got them all ready to go. So they're all nice and oiled and floured, and my paper. Probably don't need the double thing, but we'll try that once. Okay, so our recipe calls for 1 cup of water. It calls for the cake mix. And I love having this little garbage. There's actually a garbage, not disposal, compactor built into my cabinets. I don't really use it as a compactor much because the bags are really expensive. So I just use it to hold my garbage bag. So it's convenient to just, ta-da. I've got my 3 eggs already out. Checked them for any shells, nothing. They're good to go. Let me get my little spatula, sorry. Scrapula. Okay, Bella's sitting in the other room barking because I am talking. And so she needs to bark. I don't know why. All right, and then it asks for a half of cup of vegetable oil. We'll get that all in there. These are from Dollar Tree. And so far it's held up pretty good. Now, I don't use it like a family would because, you know, it's just me. But it really scrapes things out. I mean, you know, you get every last drop out of stuff, out of your pans or whatever. That's very good at that, if you've ever tried it. Then we stick on our beautiful little mixer thing. Make sure it's locked and loaded. Locked and loaded. Locked and loaded. And then we will mix. Bye. Hi guys. Hi. I just wanted to show you how I personally do my cake pans, in case you were interested. I take vegetable oil and I pour some in it. Then I take a folded up piece of paper towel and I rub it all around the bottom. And I make sure to get in that crease on the bottom because you don't want your cake sticking there. And then make sure you get all of the sides. Then I, wipe that all down. Then I take some flour and I throw it in there. And I just shake the pan all around, like that, until I get all of that. I make sure to get that crease. And then I roll the flour around this way to get all of the edges. I also took the pan and I took some paper so I don't cut my table, put a sheet of wax paper, and then I used this X-Acto knife and I went around the bottom edge and I cut through in the wax paper to the size of the pan, getting this, okay? And then I just poked out whatever was still connected on there. And I get my circle. Okay, so then I have this circle sheet of paper. And then I take that paper and I put it down in the bottom of the baking pan. Pour my batter in there, bake it. I bring it out. I sit it on these cooling things out here in the pan for a few minutes till it feels a little cooler. Then I dump it out, and these came out absolutely perfectly. So you can see that it came out. The paper just pulled off the bottom perfectly. The sides, everything. This is from, sitting upside down on here. But yeah, now they're nice and cool, gorgeous. And I just need to crumb coat them. So I have 2 of my chocolate done, 2 of my strawberry done. And then the last layer of each is now in the, is now going to go in the oven. And we'll get that cooking because this pan's ready. Chocolate's already in the pan. And put them in together. Strawberry cooks a few minutes less, so we'll time it for that. Take that one out when it's done. Finish up on the chocolate. Let them cool, and then get ready to crumb coat them. And then I have to start on my procrastinating. Stop. Excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. Allergies. I need to stop procrastinating and then start on the fondant parts that I need to attach to my cake. I'm going to crumb coat it. And then I'm going to frost it with buttercream and then put that in the refrigerator till that gets a little firmer. And then I will take my fondant pieces that I will make and probably tomorrow, maybe tonight, I'll determine how hard they've gotten by the time I want to attach them. But then I'll attach them to the cakes, and then I will be done. So just wanted to show you this part of the process. Okay, I've got both of my cakes. I have 3 layers here. Put the frosting between the 2 layers in the middle. And then I did a nice crumb coat on it. So what I did first was took all the layers and I put them in the refrigerator. And I left them there for an hour or so. Just to kind of, harden up a little. And then I brought them out here so it's easier to crumb coat. Then all of the little crumbs, like these little crumbs, aren't falling off of your cake or getting mixed in with your frosting. So I crumb coated the whole thing. I'm going to put it back in the refrigerator, let that harden up a little. Then I'll do the final coating. And then I'm going to color the frosting for that because I probably should have done it for this, but I just thought of it again. Anyway, one will be blue, one will be orange. And then I have to still make all of my fondant pieces. So I'm kind of measuring the size of the cake. I'm getting a piece of paper that size, and then I'm kind of deciding how big I want all of the pieces. There's a mouth, a nose, what else? The eyes, and then the pupils, and then on the top are going to go 2 ears, and that's going to be our puppy dogs. So, and then maybe on the back, what's his head? I don't think a tail will work. So I'll just leave it that way, I guess. But anyway, it's crumb coated, which just means it's a very light amount of frosting on here. I put a little more to kind of even up the top. I kept playing with this thing I got from Temu, which is supposed to, you put it here. You drop this piece down to the top of the cake, and then you spin it, and it's supposed to level it on the sides and the top. Did not work very well. It does the sides very well because you can hold it and go with it, but you got to hold it on here at the same time you're spinning. So it just doesn't work as well. Like if you could hold it down here and spin your cake would be great, but this part doesn't get close enough, to your cake. So I don't know, maybe you can figure it out, but for me, it did not work the way I wanted it to. And it actually just dented the top here. So let's fix that. Okay, my lovely spatula. But anyway, so yeah, crumb coated, chill it a bit. While it's chilling, I'm going to work on the fondant pieces because I want them to dry overnight before I put them on. And then I will do the final coating of the cakes with the light blue and I think it's a light blue, and the light orange or orange. And yeah, we'll go from there. So just checking in. Okay, bye. Okay, everybody, the next step I'm doing is I kind of drew out, I sized how tall the cake was. So I kept my paper that size so I knew that my fondant pieces would fit. And then the ears stick up, okay, up on top of the cake. And then this part right here actually folds over like this and goes like on the top of the cake, over the actual top of the cake, and then the ear is attached right here. So I've got all my pieces. I said, I need two black ones, I need 2 whites of these, and so on and so forth, so I can remember exactly what I need from each separate piece. And then now I'm going to cut them out. Then I'm going to take the fondant that I have. So I already have this one, and this one. So I've already got these 3 colors to work with that are pre-made. So what you got to do is just take them out. You got to kind of, play with them for a while and squeeze them and mold them. And then you take this. Let me get it. Okay. You take some cornstarch. Don't use flour. Use cornstarch. And take that. And then I have this plastic rollout mat that I will now put on the table. Then I'll put some cornstarch on there. I'll start rolling this out. You don't want to put too much because, you don't want this to turn white. You just use enough that it doesn't stick to anything. You use your roller pin kind of things. I'll show you a little bit when I get there, but you use that to roll it out to a certain level thickness. You don't want it too thick. It's not going to want to stick to the cake, and you don't want it too thin that, you pick it up and it rips. So kind of that middle ground. And then these up here have to be a little thicker because I want them to stand up. So I hope they dry in time and will stand up. So I'm going to get to cutting this out, and then we'll get to the fondant steps now for the eyebrows. So everything in here I've got, and I have white. I got that big white right there, that big box of white. It's not like the nose is black. That's easy. Orange, blue, everything's good except these eyebrows. So on the blue dog, these eyebrows are a light blue color. And then this piece that I forgot to mark, this piece on the blue dog is blue, this blue. So in order to see the eyebrows, they have to be a light blue. So I'm going to attempt to dye some of the white fondant a light blue just for these two little eyebrows. Now on the orange one, I got to go look at the picture again now that I'm thinking about it. I said orange, but if this is orange, it's going to blend in. So yeah, let me look back on the picture on that one and figure that one out. I'm glad I'm talking this out with you guys so I can kind of figure it out myself. So yeah, so we're going to do that and onward and upward. Now, I did buy some candy over there and I had some sprinkles already. What I'm going to do before I frost my cake, I'm going to cut a circle down inside the cake like a tube. Take that out and then fill it with that candy. Then take a little piece of that tube, put it back on the top of the candy to kind of, cap it. Then frost everything up. And then when they cut into the cake, the center of the cakes will all have different candies that should pour out of them. So we'll see. I've done the sprinkles before. I've never done the actual candy. So I'm hoping that works. I'm going to think that through though, as I'm going, but, yeah, onward, get to work. I will. Hold on. So this is the little, silicone pastry mat. Why? Oh, my finger's on there. Sorry. Silicone pastry mat. I don't know where I got this originally. It might be Tupperware or something like that. I don't see where it says. Anyway, I took a little bit of the cornflour starch and kind of spread it around. And then I keep all my tools in a toolbox. I just happen to have had this years ago. We used to do, when I worked at the hospital, we would do suite cleanups. Like a doctor would have a suite and then they would leave and they would leave a whole bunch of stuff there instead of moving it. They just leave it and say trash it. And so if we could use it at the hospital, we did. If nobody wanted it after a certain period of time, we either trashed it or we could take it, if we could use it. And so this was one of those items. So it comes in handy. In here, I have all kinds of sprinkles and different things for, whatever. Oh, I have peppermint. I didn't remember I had peppermint. Cool. And I have some icing there. I've got my cookie cutters in here, my fondant tools. These are different flavorings. Oh, wait, over here, coconut and a fake vanilla, pure vanilla, but I use my vanilla from Mexico now. What's this? Lemon, cherry, almond, etc., etc. And so I also have, I was just digging in there, but I also have all these cookie cutters from different parties I've had and different themes, like this pumpkin one. This big pumpkin one was from my daughter's shower for Amelia because it was fall related, and then these kind of transportation ones were for a baby shower I did for my nephew. So got all that kind of stuff in there. I also have my little extra cupcake tray things. This is for flattening fondant on the side of a cake when you're making a fondant cake, which I'm not. And then I also have some, this I had used at one point to make little fondant letters. I did that and then put it around the cake plate on the bottom and put the person's name. So I used that one. It's really cool because it latches all up and I can put it away. I'm going to put it right now over there. Okay. And then this little one I had, also was a found piece. So this one I keep like all my food coloring, different thing for coloring fondant cakes, whatever. And I have some of this, whoops, it's gonna fall off of there. I have some of this dust in there, like color dust, different kinds that you can like dust petal flowers and stuff that you make in fondant to make them shiny and cute. What do I have in here? Oh, I have some more, I have tips for piping bags. And I have other little fondant things. This was a baby, I believe. Baby, a leaf, some bows, different things. And then down here I have piping bags. So I got these little, and I keep this little thing around so I know what all the tips mean. So that's normally in there also. And then I did get for the cakes, in case my daughter doesn't have it already, I got it and very inexpensively. So they're both going to be 3. So I thought those were cute. And then last time I didn't bring candles thinking she was going to handle it. And she's like, Mom, you didn't bring any candles. So I have extra candles in my stash. So, okay. So now, these tools I will be using. This is a little rolling pin. It's small. It's plastic or whatever. But what you do is you put these sized rings on there. So each of these rings is a different depth to it. See that? And then this one bigger. So however thick you want, thick or thin you want your fondant, you put one of these like right here and one right here, you know, and then you roll your fondant between the two and it'll keep it at that thickness. So that's where I'll make that decision. Now for the little eyeballs, I can either use my little design there or I can actually just cut out circles because I just happen to have circle cutouts. I won't use this big one. That should have gone back. This is normally to, you know, level the side of cake with frosting, or it can be used to make sure your fondant is, you know, straight. And then I have all these little fondant tools I got very inexpensively. They all do different things. Remember, I'm still learning all this. And then I have this little very sharp razor blade knife that helps me cut the fondant out to these shapes that I want. All right, I'm going to get started. Okay, guys, it is 9 o'clock at night. And I've finally gotten this far. So, there's Bluey. And there's, I don't know what your name is. But yeah, that's what I've done. So, I hope they like it. It's only missing, they're both missing their ears. And that's because I stuck toothpicks in the fondant ears to hold them up. And I want them to dry out overnight and stuff. So hopefully they stay standing when I put them on there. I did forget in my eagerness to get these things looking halfway cute. I forgot to do the candy. Yeah, forgot to do the candy center. But, you know, the girls are 3. They won't know or miss it. I'll do that for the boys when I have to make theirs in January. So I'm bringing the candy to their house, so I'm not tempted to eat it. I'm bringing the candles, the number 3 candles. And then I bought that sparkling water pineapple flavor, and I don't like it. I realized I just don't like sparkling water even when it's mixed with something else. So I'm going to take it over to my daughter's house and see if they want it, or maybe somebody at the party would like it. So I'm going to take that over there. But yeah, that's what I've done. So I hope they like them. I hope they're cute enough. Let me show you. Let me take you over here. So here's the ears. So the ears will stand up, that one and that one. This is the back. So unfortunately I got some frosting on it when I tried to do it. But yeah, they're not stiff enough yet to stand up straight. So I'm hoping that works by the morning. If not, I'll look online and see if there's something like if I can. I don't think you can put them in the oven to dry them out or anything. I don't know. But I will look that up and I'll clean up that one. And yeah, there we go. So that's it. I'll show you in the morning. I'm going to put the cakes in the refrigerator overnight again to let them set. And then when I do the ears tomorrow, before I take them over there, I'll let you see them. And that's my cake decorating. Okay, guys. See you later. Is it your birthday? It's in your belly? How old are you? You're not going to tell me? You're 2? She's busy. You need help? Are you going to be 3 on your birthday, Amelia? No? You're ignoring me. Okay, let's go check what's outside. It's Amelia's birthday party. We're going to go see what they got going on out here. It's Crazyville. Lots of kids. Oh my goodness, what is that? It's your bounce house. Go, let me see you in there. Oh, crazy kids. Crazy kids. Oh my goodness. Crazy kids. Ah! Crazy kids. They're all calling her name. They're all saying Amelia. Hi, baby. All gone. You ate the worm. Hello, Grayson. Ah! You going to get more worms? Okay.
Do you like it? Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Is that new? Yes, it is. Well, that's good. I just wanted to make sure it's tight.
No, I don't know how you're doing.
Alright, we have to get everybody up, but I want the birthday girl first.
Alright, so she's got a whole bunch of food. She's got a popcorn maker. Oh, that's pretty cool. She's going to have flies for days because the door's open with kids, but that's okay. And then they're going to put the bone on the doggy. Well, now it's not too tight.
Yeah. You ready? Good job. Alright, raise Eva. You want Eva? She's gonna be next. She should be right. Okay, you ready?
Alright, go Amelia, get it on the doggy.
1.
You gotta spin. You gotta go spin.
2, 3. Okay.
Alright, go on the doggy. Get it.
Alright, Eve, are you ready?
I'm ready. That was perfect.
Alright, watch out. It's Eva's turn.
That's good.
You did it. She did so good.
Actually,
I know that you gotta leave that down.
No peeking.
There, okay?
Oh, she always wants to take stickers off.
Alright, wait, we gotta spin you. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
You see your whole wall with stickers on it.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's okay.
Didn't quite think of that part.
Now your turn. Okay, it's somebody else's turn. Then you guys can go. Come on, Edie. Let's make a line. Let's make a line. Hunter, will you stay right here?
Do you need another sticker?
You know how you did one? You have to wait. Everybody has to do it, okay? You want to count? You want to help? You want to help?
Come on, Grayson.
2, 3.
Oh, Mom, you're spinning him so fast. Go, Grayson.
Hi. Cheater, pumpkin eater.
Oh, it's her fault? Oh, okay. It's Mom's fault.
Watch out, Edie. Good
It's
job.
Mom's fault you
You
cheated.
have to wait.
Oh, birthday girl. All right, on the toes, Amelia.
1, 2, 3.
That was last year, right?
Is someone cheating at all? I don't think she's cheating. Yay! On the toes! Yes! Did you do the toes? Did you do the toes?
Are you gonna get his toes? Let's do it together.
High five. Okay, go ahead.
I'll see more.
Keep on.
What happened? Eva, look at yours. Hey, we're not supposed to do that.
Eva. I'm scared of the light.
Load up. That's a
I'm scared of the fire out of you.
Oh no, it just keeps happening. Yay! Yes, we can take them out. It's hot.
Ooh, don't touch the hot ones, baby.
She's prepared. Thank you. Put them down.
Grab them by the top.
Seems like yesterday, doesn't it?
This one is chocolate and this one is glass.
We gotta cook it, okay? Hold on.
I mean, that could be the...
Don't bite it. Don't eat the wax.
Oh, I'm in the way.
Get out of the way, Dad.
I'm in the way.
Like the whole chunk out of it.
I did all that. I cooked them.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Vanilla.
Hey,
I have the vanilla.
let's take a picture with her real quick. Here, watch out, Leon. We're gonna take one. We're gonna take a picture, okay?
You want to get your husband.
Hang on.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for now.
Yeah,
It's Mom and Dad and Mom and Dad.
Not squatting.
Say cheese. Good girl. Cheese.
Say cheese. Look at Rama.
Cheese. Good cheesing, baby.
Yay!
Just like your mama cheese. Oh, very good, Amelia.
Thank you.
Look around, like, show everybody. Eva, show everybody.
Show everybody. You got another one.
Oh, you got a phone.
Eva, 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 come here. Come over here. I'll show you. Next one. There's more.
Back up.
They give kids all these gifts in little pieces. Oh my goodness. Are you going to be a princess?
I'll show you after she opens it.
It's going to be his role. I'm going to stick up for all these girls.
The cards aren't the fun part.
You look it up, say thank you.
Oh, somebody touched her bluey. She wasn't happy.
Say thank you.
You're like, man, that's pretty good reasoning.
What is it?
Mommy, open it.
This is from me and Papa.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Got late. We will open it. Let's say thank you.